old chef, and welcome to the old man's kitchen. Today we're going to be using a crock pot, and we're going to be cooking some chicken stew. So let's get started. I've already washed these vegetables. I know sometimes when folks fix stew, they'll just rough chop them, like kind of quarter them out. But I'm going to try my best to get them a little smaller. And we're going to make her, hopefully everything comes out all right on the back end. And we'll have some chicken stock, which will actually be our chicken stew. Sometimes I'll add a little extra chicken stock or beef stock for a little flavor, but today we're just going to make it old man style with just some onions. We're going to cut these up. And I know I could cut all of this stuff up, have it ready and bim and bam like they do on these other shows, but I just like cooking. I can't complain about what other people do. I'm just going to try to do my best to show you what I know, which is not everything. I got seeds going everywhere, goodness. So kind of pop that out, cut the top off. Normally a lot of those seeds will come out. I'm going to come off the board a little bit. I'd rather my seeds come over here. I'm just going to reach in there and be careful with your knife now. Reach in there and get some of that, I guess you could call pulp, or we're just going to call it inside of the pepper. And come in there and get some of that out. I can wipe the counter down later. Get some of that out of there and some of those seeds. When you ain't got many teeth, you get a little older, you don't want no seed climbing up in there. All right, let's just chop these down. Now these potatoes, and these tomatoes, and these other bell peppers here, they come out of the hay garden in the back. Just use some hay. No, not hay, straw. Straw though. I'm just gonna zim these down a little bit. Keep them long. Watch that knife. And hopefully one day we'll have, I thank the Lord for this kitchen. I'm not going to complain about it, but it's awful small. And need a good paint job. I asked the man to paint it, but he ain't got to it yet. Looks like I might have to do it myself. That might be an episode of painting the kitchen. Alright, got most of that out of there. We're going to zip these down about halfway. Oh, got a little more cluster of seeds in there. Alrighty. Zip these down a little bit. Now these ain't your grocery store peppers. I actually got these from the horticulture area where I work. Some of the guys that we care for, they have a little garden. So I know we're taking a lot of time. I could just edit this down, take all of this out. But just want to let you see what I'm doing here. So I'm gonna slide that back. Of course, I just got seeds all over the thing again. Just slide that back. And what I've got here is some chicken thighs. Just got the skin on them and everything. Do a quick wash down right quick. Touching that. Alrighty, we got a crock pot over here. Y'all's kitchen and all's a little smaller. I want you to see what we're doing with the chopping. So let's get this back here. Now, you may notice the oven's on. I got some more of those leg quarters in there. We're gonna cook those. Now I use this food grade little thing here. You can grab chicken with your hands if you want to and wash your hands. I'm gonna bring this over. And I'm just gonna pick these chickens up, skin down. We're just gonna basically lay them in this crock pot, skin down. Not gonna trim any of the fat off of it, any of all that. You're getting thighs for a good price almost everywhere you go. You lay all this chicken skin, leave it all that on there. That's how they make a little bit of the money. Got to run too. So while I got that on, I'm gonna move this over to the trash can, which is out of view here. And let's get this over here. Kind of chopped down rough. I don't know if you can see that. Hopefully we'll get better cameras sometime in the future. Now here's some of that close-up view of those tomatoes. And bell peppers come right out of the straw. Alrighty. Got some of that scattered everywhere. Now here's what we're gonna do. We ain't adding no salt. Ain't adding no pepper. Ain't adding nothing but these onions and bell peppers. We're gonna get those on top. And then I got some of my favorite Blue Label water. And all we want to do is cover. Didn't have to use but one. All we're gonna do is cover. Set this back here. We'll put this on high. We'll cook that on high for about probably around maybe 2 hours. We could flip it on low and cook it for 5 or 6 hours. All we're wanting to do is get some of that flavor. Let me get a spoon out of here. I'm going to use that to break up some. I could have broke those onions up, separated them before we throw them in there. All I want them to do is just rest on top. Release some of that flavor. Like I say, we don't have no salt, no pepper, and we don't have no chicken stock or nothing. We're gonna make our own. So, with that being said, we're just gonna, where'd that lid go? We're just gonna pop the old lid on here. I'm gonna go find my timer. I'm gonna set a timer for, what did I say? 2.5 hours, 3 hours on high. Then we'll break it down to low. We want that chicken to get where it's just gonna break up. We'll come back with you. We'll take it out. We'll break it down, and we will maybe chop it up some or break it down. We'll get it back into the pot, and then we may add some seasoning and some other stuff there. So, hope you have a good day, and Lord willing, we'll see you in just a little while on the Old Man's Kitchen. Alrighty, we're back. Had an unexpected visit to the doctor. I did run this an extra hour, so we got 3.5 hours on high, and then I moved it down to warm, and it's been on warm for several hours, so it is looking pretty good. So let's see, I got a pan. Sorry about all that noise. I got a pan here. I just washed my hands with some soap in there, so I'm gonna turn this over here. We're basically gonna take this chicken out. Let me see. Gonna try to get it out without it falling apart. Just gonna set it over here. It don't matter if you grab some peppers or any of that on the way out. We got a lot more juice in there now than was when we started. Remember, we started with one, there's some of that skin right there. We started with 1 bottle of water. And we all know that chicken's got a lot of water in it. So we're gonna go from there. Get that. You can't see in here, but basically we got, let's do this. Well, we got a lot of broth in there. We still got some got those onions and peppers. So I'm going to step aside for a second and grab some gloves. So, like I say, we could edit all of this out, but the chicken's still kind of hot. I'm going to take, should have got me something else. Well, I'm just going to set that skin over there. We're just going to pull the meat off. It is still hot. Be careful. That is hot. Should let that cool just a little bit. Yes, I'm just all we're doing is take the bones off and the skins off. Break the skin up. And cook 3 hours. Get it out of here. I mean, you get both sides and stuff, you break it. Cook it on the bones and the skin on it. And you get the hot flavor. And take out the skin on it. It's hot. Right, so let's do this over here. We only have the cameras, you know. But still, let's do this in my kitchen. It's a good day. It's hot. I bet you can have it. You can use it on the bottom of the pot. You can put it in the pan here. It's what that's the reason I can do. What do you do? You can keep it for a day. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. I'll put it on. So, it's going to kiss up. You can do it. You can take everything. So, I'll let it out there. What do you do? Take bones. Sit over here. That way. Yeah, I know. You can do it. Don't you careful with your knee. You know. She's on. So, you want to realize. So, I'm sure the careful. You're going to go. That's okay. Just do it. You know. The first piece of you. That's hot. That's hot. Ooh. All right. Get me a spoon out of here and stir that around a little bit. It's basically got some, mercy. This ain't no professional deal. Let's get over here in this thing. Take a look at it, and if I can get this, basically that's what she looks like. Oh, mercy. Let's get this set back up. Now you may see over here, see here, I got some more baked chicken legs in there. All right, at this point, let's rinse this spoon out. Let's just see what she tastes like. Now I like to taste away from it. I don't want no dripples in there. It tastes like a woolly chicken. So we definitely gonna need some spices. So let's see, let me get back in the wheelhouse. Alrighty, we got some organic curry powder. We have some Chinese 5 spice for $1.79. I bought that 5-6 years ago. Onion powder, garlic powder, Raymond salt, and Member Mark's fine ground black pepper. So we ain't really gonna measure. I'm just gonna put me a little pile here. That's about a half a teaspoon. That's about a half a teaspoon. Now this curry powder, we want probably about a quarter teaspoon. And salt. Uh-oh, sounds like River's in the house. And some pepper. That's probably about a tablespoon. Now I've been tasted with that spoon, so this spoon right here, we'll get a fresh new spoon, stir those spices in. Spice up What are you doing?
Papa.
Come on over. Come on over. We're cooking. We're filming an episode. Say hey to the people. Say hey.
I'm going to Gigi.
You going to Gigi? Give me some sugar. You staying with Papa tonight?
And Papa has
All right. We're gonna have some chicken stew.
Giggle.
Chicken stew. Go tell Gigi. Well, that's a wonderful surprise. All right, we got some of those spices in there. Let me rinse this spoon off. Let's see. Now, we tasted with that one. I don't double dip. I don't care if it's just me eating. Now, here's what we have to do. Anytime you're using Chinese 5-spice, I use the back of the spoon, and that's a lot of stew in there, but you don't need much. We're just going to do about yun way. Just throw it in there, tighten it down, stir it in there. Like I said, we haven't tasted with that spoon or this one, so since I've already got this in there stirring it up, let's give a little taste on it. Well, and get all that chicken off there. I just want to taste the broth. There's chicken. Now that's Chinese spice. Let me get this one out of the way. I haven't used this one. Let me stir it up a little bit more. Got Chinese spice. It don't take much and it's already showing up, but I definitely going to need some more salt. Crack that thing open. Get a little bit more Raymond's. You just do it the best you'll take. We're definitely going to need some more pepper. Now, I got some canned carnation milk. It's not part of mine. It's not as pure as I'd like it to be. But let's stir this in and then we'll give a taste. Give a taste on this. Uh-oh. Pepper's really coming out now. So, let's go to the wheelhouse. We'll get us some butter. Already got a lot of fat in there, so I'm not going to put a whole stick. But I will get me one of those knives here. And of course I use salted butter. I don't use margarine. Ain't gonna do it. Ain't nothing but whipped oil. And we're gonna drop us some Texas Pete. Get some Texas Pete in there. Probably about a tablespoon. 2. You got some toys? Oh. All right, be careful of the camera. Don't hit that, okay? Oh. You going to Gigi? That's my grand boy. Let's get us another spoon. Now that butter ain't gonna melt all. It's still warm, but it's slowly melting down. That'll be a little cream in there. We did put some more salt, more pepper. Let's give it a shot. Now you could have spiced it beforehand, but I'd rather just let it cook. Oh mercy. Now that is getting where we need it. I'm thinking we'll go back to the wheelhouse here. A tablespoon of Texas Pete. I washed the dishes around here. My wife said I didn't marry her to wash dishes or clean, wash clothes, so I'm used to that. So, got some more Texas Pete in there. We hadn't used that spoon for tasting. Let's go to the pantry. Maybe one day we'll take you with us. Now, let's see here. I don't like bioengineered food, and this one ain't one of them. Oh, we'll need something to open it with. Yeah, let's see here. I shook it good. Get that in there, rinse that off. Now you can use whole milk. I wish they had me some heavy cream. We could have put that in there. But most folks think on, unless you go across was the Enoree River over in Whitmire, that's when the chicken turns to, I like to call, they call it chicken stew, I call it vegetable chicken. But here in our area, across this side of the river, it's kind of a milk based on most of the time. So that's looking pretty good. Now we hadn't used this one for a taste test yet, so let's go ahead and use this spoon. That's pretty good. I think we're gonna need just a little bit more pepper. I wish you could look over here and with me. We're gonna need a little bit more garlic powder, onion powder, curry. I'm just shaking her up on top. A little bit more Raymond's real salt. And we're not gonna put any Chinese spice in there. Let's go back to the refrigerator. I don't think we've used enough of this Texas peach yet. That's another teaspoon or so. Here's a little secret. Don't add it to the end, but half a teaspoon of mustard. Alright. Let's get that stirred in. I like to mix it in real good before we go doing big stirls. The butter is all melted. Mercy, mercy. That is looking, gee. Now that chicken right there is, of course, it's hanging on there. Too much. All right, let's get a taste on it. Hey, you step outside. I think we're the world we need to be. I don't know if you can see that or not. So let's go in for a finished taste. Get me a big spoon. Lord, thank you for this food. Bless and nourish your body. Be with our viewers. Lord, be with those sick and hurting and homeless and hungry. Again, thank you for the meal and the means to get it, Lord. And thank you for loving us in Jesus' name. Amen. Alrighty. Let's give a taste on this. I know we ain't been on this chicken. Let's see what it does. What that chicken. Mercy. I don't know where to stop the tape on this thing. thank you again. Thank you again for tuning into Old Man's Kitchen. I'm the old chef, and hope you have a blessed and wonderful day. And Lord willing, we'll see you on another episode coming soon.